I was managing a savings and loan back when they had savings and loan, and the person who cleaned the windows at the savings and loan had his business up for sale. Raise time was coming at the savings and loan, and I said, well, Lord, if I get a good raise, I'll stay at the savings and loan. If I don't, I'll know I should buy the window cleaning business. Main boss of the savings and loan came in and he said, we're cutting back on payroll, we're starting with you, you're fired. When you pray about something, you have to be open for any answer that the Lord would give you. And I can tell you that was not the answer that I was expecting. But what it did is it closed the doors behind me, and so I purchased the Fellows Window Cleaning business.
I knew Mike was a hard worker, and I knew that he had a lot of initiative and that he would work to grow the business. And we decided to call it Fish Window Cleaning because we said it was really God's idea more than ours. We didn't know all where it was going.
We were in business for 20 years before we started franchising. And prior to that, I always thought franchising was a good idea, but I really didn't know much about it.
And at that time, everything was manual. And most of the process was in Mike's head. We began to convert from manual to a simple computer program. And we thought at the time that we were developing an efficiency within our business that would benefit us. But then we began to realize we were developing something we could share with others.
Linda is very detailed and very systematic. And that was really what it took to get us prepared for the franchise. Basically, the system we have today was developed through trial and error. I mean, that's really what it amounts to over the 20-year period before we started franchising. And that, using that system is really what we just carried on into franchising.
In our training room, we had been wanting a quote that summarized our philosophy. It's, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Fish Window Cleaning currently has 200 franchise owners and 250 locations nationwide. Well, one thing, Mike and I really enjoy meeting people. And sometimes he will meet them and he will be telling them stories, and then I'll meet them later and I'll be telling them stories, but it always feels good to know our stories are gonna match, because we have been running a window cleaning business for over 30 years, so we tell people the truth. Mike says sometimes it's the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it's good to know it's more good, but we do live in the real world, and so we're able to tell people the truth about what it's like.
Fish Window Cleaning is about how to run a business and the lifestyle that that business gives you. The Monday through Friday, no nights, no weekends, no holidays. I believe this is a business, honestly, for anyone if they are willing to follow the system that we lay out for them.
When Mike was first thinking about buying the window cleaning business, we asked ourselves a question. Is it possible to own a business without it owning us? And it feels so good to be able to tell someone yes.